I thought about this for a while and what I was going to make for my next video, and I know I've talked about it several times before, as many others on this platform, that we're just done with Call of Duty. That's Modern Warfare 2. We're done playing it, and I want to kind of put that nail in the coffin. I kind of want to talk about games as a whole, as Modern Warfare 2 is not the only problem when it comes to what I'm about to speak out. So let's just get right into it. We see a lot of video games nowadays where it really reminds you of those cheap iPhone games or Android games where you get the ad where it's all like level 1 like loser, and then you get like some like 6-foot chick pregnant. That's kind of what these games have become. And when you really go and look at it, especially with the patents that I kind of talked about in a previous video, with the targeted marketing and everything like that, making the games in a way and making the ads in a way where it makes you want to buy stuff, all that kind of stuff, it's messed up. It's gotten to a point where, and I've talked about this before too, is they're just not passionate about the game anymore. I mean, that stuff has a huge impact on your mental too. I mean, I had some comments in my last video where one guy was talking about he was just, every day, he just felt horrible. He basically just wanted to play Call of Duty, but then he would run into those SBMM lobbies and then get absolutely annihilated and hit markers not registering, and it made his life harder. It really stopped making me think, is it really worth to play a game when that's all it makes you feel? I mean, even in sports, right, when you feel competitive and you have those bad games, but you keep playing because it makes you happy and that's what you're passionate about, it's really hard for a lot of people to say that this game makes them happy. And that goes for a lot of other games too. I mean, Battlefield and Halo and all that stuff. And granted, they're not as bad as MW2, but in those senses, I mean, it's really hard to justify playing the game and also paying $70 now for a game. I mean, it hurts. And then, I mean, that stuff is, I'm no psychologist, all right? I'm just some dude in my own basement who is just making videos trying to kind of spread awareness on these kinds of things. I would really like to see the video game space and community maybe just get a little bit happier. There's always competitiveness and there's always, you know, joking fun and poking fun and stuff like the console wars, and it's cool with the console wars being over and everything, and some people have their own opinions about that, but I think it's time that people, and you don't have to listen to a single thing I say, by the way. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to do a damn thing I say. You do what you want. You don't have to listen to me. If you want to take my advice, I say find a game that makes you happy. You don't have to play it because it's popular. You don't have to play it because a bunch of other YouTubers play it. And you don't have to play it because if it's pissing you off 24/7 and making you feel like shit. I haven't played Call of Duty for the past damn near 2 months almost. I just recently had a son. The greatest thing that's ever happened to me. It really kind of made me stop and reflect. I mean, is this how I want my son to feel whenever he plays video games? Is this how I also want to show him this is what you should do in your free time? No, not at all. And some people would argue, is playing video games at all good in your free time? But we're not talking about that today. And then you run into situations where, I mean, just today I found out that they sent a cease and desist to X Labs, the people who run the MW2 servers for like the mods and stuff, and they're sending a cease and desist. And it really makes you think. I mean, if they're making money off of it and doing that kind of stuff, I mean, you are in your full right and everything like that to be able to send it and get it taken down, and you should be able to make your own money. But the issue is I can't just go back on MW2 on the regular MW2 on PC or 360 because it's full of hackers and stuff. What are you gonna do with that IP? I mean, I understand that it's competitive and it stops people from spending their money and getting tricked into buying all these battle passes and everything for their benefit. But I mean, damn, man. One of the first videos I posted that I was really excited about was playing IW4X. I mean, I loved it. Me and my buddies would play it a lot, actually, especially in excitement for this game coming out. And it really, really, really sucked. And I think it genuinely just proved that they don't care about us. They don't want us to have a good time. They want our money. I think that's very apparent. And when you're in situations like that, I mean, it causes a lot of unhealthy issues. And so that's kind of where I'm gonna leave this. And I do want to still make news on Call of Duty because I'm very passionate about Call of Duty. Again, I played since World at War. I started playing FPSs when Battlefield 1943. I was playing that in the Vietnam expansion. Oh, that was gas. And you know, and I played other games as well that kind of also made me realize just how bad it is in the Call of Duty ecosystem. One of those games was actually CSGO. I bought it when it came out. I did not play it that much, and I had the 5-year stamp, by the way. I paid for the game. Every match I get into doesn't feel like bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like I'm actually, granted, I don't have a lot of experience, but it's like feel like I'm not being hindered or held back by some dumbass fucking SBMM. Like, dude, I'm not trying to play ranked right now, man. I'm trying to have a casual game with the boys. And it's like, I'm not trying to just shit on everyone. I'm trying to have a good time. Like, when you're dying 24/7, that's no fun, man. And when you constantly feel like you're getting cheated, I mean, that shit is bad for you. It's like being in an unhealthy relationship, you know, with a girl or guy who cheats on you all the time. And it's like, no, babe, no. No, I was at the gym, but you check the snap maps and they're really at like Twin Peaks with, you know what I'm saying? Like all that kind of shit. I kind of want to mark this as a time where I distance myself from Call of Duty and making Call of Duty videos, especially with the lack of communication. Just there's so many things, but the lack of communication from Activision Treyarch, Infinity Ward is appalling too. It's just all of it. It's just horrible. So I'm gonna mark this day and this special occasion to a series I'm going to start. And the series is going to be called In Search of Greatness. Basically going to be me trying to find games that make me happy. And I share that with you guys. And I share the experience I have with those games. And I like the idea of helping people have fun, you know? Like, I don't know, making people happy and helping people in some way, even if it's not really helping, like, oh, you're just helping a dude fucking play a game. Like, whatever, bro. I don't care. I just want to have a good time, have fun. Like, just fucking that's it, dude. Like, can a motherfucker not do that? Damn. Anyways, I want to announce that the first episode of the series of, I'm going to call it ISOG, IOSG, is going to be Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So I appreciate all of you guys that watched my last two videos. I want to mark this occasion of the start of a new saga. You feel me? So, and I appreciate all of your comments, and I really hope that some of you guys, or most of you guys, stay, and maybe I can help you guys, you know, find some good games. So I appreciate you all so much, and I hope that all of you have a great day, and I hope you guys stay away from these toxic and just straight unhealthy games. I mean, that stuff takes years off your life. In a world where our life is so short, we shouldn't spend it playing games that just piss us off constantly, who use us for our money. I'd rather be spending money on games that people are passionate about, and it's an art, you know, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, appreciate you all. I hope you all have a amazing and blessed day. Deuces.